Hello student, experiment number 5 and aim of this experiment is to determine the standing wave ratio and reflection coefficient using microwave test bench. Equipment requirement in this experiment: klystron oscillator, klystron power supply, klystron mount, isolator, frequency meter, variable attenuator, detector mount, waveguide stand, VSWR meter, cables and accessories. And this is the block diagram of experiment number 5. Input power supply is a klystron power supply, and this power supply is a high DC voltage, and range of this high DC voltage is 250 to 300 volt DC. And klystron mount and oscillator, this 250 to 300 volt DC is input to the klystron oscillator, and klystron oscillator is produced the 8 to 12 GHz frequency range, and this one is a X band. X band, and frequency range is 8 to 12 GHz. Output of the klystron oscillator, and this is input to the isolator, and function of isolator is a power flow in one direction, means forward direction. It does not allow backward power, otherwise our klystron oscillator goes to damage. Because of that reason, here we have used isolator, means isolator flow the power in on one forward direction, one particular direction. And the function of variable attenuator is attenuate the power based on our requirement in fully open mode, means no power absorbed in variable attenuator, and otherwise some power absorbed in variable attenuator. And the frequency meter is used for measure the input frequency of microwave test bench, and here use the slotted section as a transmission line, and our source is ready here, input source. That input source is ready, and also input frequency, that determined using frequency meter, and slotted section our transmission line. And then output of the slotted section line is connected to the detector mount, and detector mount is connected to the match termination. And here using VSWR meter we measure the VSWR. And in this section our target is to determine the standing wave ratio and reflection coefficient. So standing wave ratio is equal to the maximum voltage by minimum voltage. This is standard definition, theoretical definition. And reflection coefficient is equal to the reflected voltage divided by incidence voltage, and is equal to SWR minus 1 upon SWR plus 1. And for this here we have used the rectangular waveguide transmission line for micro test bench. For that case, for dominant mode TE10 mode in rectangular waveguide, at that time this is standard equation 1 upon lambda naught 0 square is equal to 1 upon lambda g square plus 1 upon lambda c square, where lambda 0 is a free space wavelength, lambda g is a guided wavelength, lambda c is a cutoff wavelength. And cutoff wavelength lambda c is equal to 2a is equal to broad width of the rectangular waveguide is a 22.86 mm. And in this case we will calculate the VSWR. Here the VSWR calculate using this equation. VSWR is equal to 1 plus 1 constant square pi d by lambda g and whole raised to 1 by 2. And in this case d is calculated using double minima method, and lambda g is calculated using 2 into d2 minus d1. And then you should calculate VSWR, and using this VSWR you should calculate reflection coefficient. Okay, So here lambda g is equal to d2 minus d1. So d1 is your first minima and d2 is your second minima. So d is equal to d2 minus d1 and lambda g is equal to 2 into d2 minus d1. And this is standing wave pattern. This is one is a minima, this one is a maxima, this is a minimum voltage, this is a maximum voltage, and the distance between two minima is lambda g by 2. Okay, we will move for actual hardware and determine the standing wave ratio and reflection coefficient. We are start with actual hardware of RF and microwave in experiment number 5. This is a basic microwave test bank setup. Right now our power supply is in off position and we have set the voltage V, button at voltage V. This is the beam voltage, this is the ripple voltage, this is the output cable that apply to the input of the klystron oscillator, and this is the AM modulation. Right now in AM modulation mode, AM has a two-part contain frequency and amplitude. FM is also two-part frequency and amplitude. This is the external modulation port and this is the mic. And this output is range between 250 to 300 watt is applied to the input of the klystron oscillator, and klystron oscillators produce the EM wave between 8 to 12 gigahertz X band, and the isolator function is the power flow in forward direction. It does not allow the backward power, otherwise our klystron oscillator damage. Because of that reason here we use the isolator. This power flow in the only forward direction, does not allow power in backward direction. And the variable attenuator right now is in full position, means all power flow from input port to the output port of the variable attenuator. And this is the frequency meter. The frequency meter is used for measure the input frequency. And this is the slotted section line, and this is the X band frequency range electromagnetic wave input to the slotted section line, and this is the output of the slotted section line is connected to the SS tuner, and SS tuner is output of the SS tuner is connected to the match termination, and the oscilloscope is connected to the probe of slotted section line, and the VSWR is connected to the detector mount, and VSWR is to measure the VSWR and power. So right now is in off position. So I am going to on our klystron power supply. Is in on, voltage is 265 volt DC. This is the high DC voltage, and in this experiment we are using the double minima method to find the D and lambda G and calculate VSWR. Okay, right now the standing wave pattern is visible in our oscilloscope. So our first target is to find the first minima D1. So first find the first minima, then second minima, and correspondingly measure the D1 and D2 in the slotted section line. So right now this is standing wave pattern. First find the first minima. In this scale we are moving backward direction. This one is our first minima. Here first minima means this is our scale and this is our reference scale. Here is 10.3 centimeter parallel to the here 0 square. So our reading is D1 is equal to D1 is equal to 10.3 centimeter. Okay, and this is one is the first minima D1, and then move to second minima, and the first minima and second minima between is maxima. So here is the first minima, then goes to the maxima. This is our maxima and go to the minima. Okay, this one is our second minima D2, and D2 is equal to, here scale is 12.4 is parallel to 0 scale in reference line. So this one is 12.4 centimeter. So we have a D1, we have a D2. So you can calculate lambda g by 2 is equal to D is equal to D2 minus D1. So you can calculate that based on our 2 reading, and then you should calculate VSWR using the equation that VSWR is equal to 1 plus 1 upon sin square pi d by lambda g raised to 1 by 2, and then you have a VSWR. Then you should calculate reflection coefficient using reflection coefficient is equal to VSWR minus 1 upon 1 plus VSWR, and you can also measure the frequency for input source. So this one is our pattern. You can rotate between our frequency meter and show the you can check the dip in the oscilloscope. This one is your dip in oscilloscope. So this one is your input frequency is around 9.59 gigahertz, and you have lambda g, you have d, and you should calculate VSWR, and you have also show the VSWR in the meter, that is around VSWR is 1.35 here. Okay.